The Voice of Karachi, Altaf Hussain. Writing and presentation, Salman, Nasim, Shad. I will not tell you the story of Karachi through its broken roads, overflowing gutters, or piles of garbage. I will tell you the story of Karachi from behind closed doors, from rooms where decisions are made, where the fate of cities is altered quietly without noise. Because the real destruction of Karachi did not begin with crumbling infrastructure. It began the day this city's voice was slowly weakened, and then one day silenced completely. Karachi was never just a city. It was weight. It was pressure. It was a political reality that could not be ignored. When Karachi spoke, its echo was heard in the corridors of power. When it stood united, decisions came to a halt. And perhaps that unity was the most uncomfortable truth for those in authority. Today, Karachi is silent, fragmented. And in politics, silence and fragmentation always benefit someone else. The sense of deprivation that Karachi's residents live with today is not the result of one government, one incident, or one era. It is the outcome of decades of political marginalization. This is the city that gives the most to the country. It pays taxes. It provides labor. It sustains the national economy. Yet when authority and decision-making are distributed, Karachi stands last in line. When it raises questions, it is dismissed as an administrative issue. This is where the importance of urban politics begins. There was a time when MQM was the only organized urban political force in Karachi. Its strength was not in slogans. It was in its central leadership, in its organizational structure, in a united vote bank that moved in one direction. That is why MQM influenced power even when it was not in power. But instead of confronting that strength directly, a different path was chosen. MQM was fragmented. Factions were created. Its central authority was dismantled. The result was simple. Karachi's vote stopped being a fist and became scattered fingers. Politics follows a basic rule. When votes are divided, the benefit always goes to the opponent. In this case, the greatest beneficiary was the Pakistan People's Party. The People's Party has ruled Sindh for years, but Karachi was always a difficult city for it. A united urban political force stood as a wall in its way. When that wall weakened and urban politics fragmented, political space opened up in Karachi, especially at the local government level. Space that had never existed before. This was not an ideological victory. It was the practical result of a divided urban vote. Today, the People's Party governs Sindh, and Karachi's condition is visible to all. The water crisis remains unresolved. Public transport has failed. Street crime is out of control. The quota system continues to punish urban youth. Tragedies occur. There is outrage for a few days, then files are closed. Because the city no longer has a united political voice capable of placing the system on trial. This raises serious questions for MQM Pakistan as well. Despite being present in assemblies, a factionalized party appears disconnected from the city's pulse. The problems remain the same. But resistance is divided, and divided resistance often dissolves into silence. Here a reality repeatedly surfaces, whether one chooses to accept it or not. MQM's vote bank remains emotionally and politically connected to its original leadership. This is not sentiment. It is ground reality. MQM's philosophy, literature, representation of the urban middle class, and emphasis on organization and discipline defined its political weight. Without Altaf Hussain, MQM may survive as a name, but it has failed to recreate the political weight that once defined it. And the disappearance of that weight is reflected today in Karachi's sense of abandonment. This is not the issue of one individual. It is the question of Karachi's political dignity. When a city that drives the country begins to feel orphaned, it ceases to be merely an urban issue. It becomes a weakness of the state itself. Karachi is not asking for charity. Karachi is asking for its rights. And until this city regains a united, credible, and effective political voice, this silence, this deprivation, and this abandonment